everybody. Hi. I have been so sick, and I'm trying to do things in between, starting to feel better. And Valentine's Day is Thursday, and I really want to do the photo shoot with all the babies in their Valentine's clothes and stuff, and do their changing videos. So I'm going to attempt to do this. If I cough, sorry, I ended up with bronchitis, which is nasty. So I'm going to do a couple of changing videos right now in one. So I'm going to try to do like 3 of the babies now, and then another video, 3 more of the babies. Ariel's going to do a couple of them. So that's what I'm doing right now. And these dresses I've had put away. I got them out. They were for Ariel and her twin sister. And they're really special. I think I only had Ariel in it maybe once. And I thought I would put one on Emma and one on Ari. And I'm hoping that Ari's arm will go through here. It should. So I'm going to do these 2 and Teagan in this video. So without further ado, let's get to it. And if you like the video, like and subscribe, thumbs up. Let me know what other kind of videos you'd like to see. I mean, the weather's kind of crappy, so we haven't been able to do any outings or anything. And it's going to snow again. But these dresses were handmade for the girls. And only Ariel got to wear it. So we're just going to put Emma in one, and we're going to put Ari in one. And this is my Emma, and she's Paradise Galleries. I always get it messed up. It's Sleepy Time Mary, or Mary, so I always get it mixed up. She has a little lamb, but I think it's Sleepy Time Mary from Paradise Galleries. So this is her. Excuse me. And we're going to put her in her nice pretty dress and get her all dolled up for Valentine's Day. And she's going to be so pretty in this. And I'm not really going to show me if I don't need to, because I look like crap. I spent most of the day in bed. We did come down and do a nursery tour video earlier when I had some energy, and then went back upstairs and called it good. Now I don't have little shoes for these dolls because their feet are so little. They could probably go into newborn size, but I just found some really pretty socks. So she's going to have some pretty little socks on. And then we're going to set up a little photo shoot of them. And put that up. Now what did I do with her? I just had something down and don't know what I did with it. Okay. Alright, Emma, what'd you do with it, baby? You're gonna find her bow or her hair. Ah, it fell on the floor. Of course. Oh, why is that so big? That shouldn't be big. Some of these these little headbands that you buy are like for giant heads. And I always have to rearrange them. Oh, she's sweet. Okay. There she is. She's so pretty in this. And then here's her little pretty socks, little lacy socks. So here's Miss Emma. She is all set. And I'm going to keep them in these. I'm not going to change them into jammies or nothing. I'm going to keep them all in their Valentine's stuff until we're all done. But, oh, she's precious. So let me go put her over here in the crib and get Miss Ari. And fix her hair because it's horrible. Let me get her little brush and spray. Okay. Hit Miss Ari. Look at her little hair. Oh my goodness. And we've got 12 babies. We counted them. There's 12 of them. And Tanner's already in his red, so I'm going to leave him in his red. And so we won't have to change him. But we will do everybody else. And she's so cute. This is the little bracelet that Ariel made for her when we got her. And she wanted a copy like the one that I had for Ariel. Her little bracelet is one of my girlfriends made it for me, and she has since passed away, but it's got like white and pink round stones in it. And I made another one with her name on it. It said Ariel all the way around. And it fits on my thumb. That's how small Ariel's wrist was when she was born. She was such a little peanut. Okay, let's put Ari's dress on. So it's kind of a little changing video with a little story time. And Ariel's really, I talk about her a lot because she's my last baby. And she's really special. Yes, and she is spoiled rotten. And because she is considered to be an only child. All my other children are all grown up and have their own families. And so she didn't grow up with siblings in the house. And so, yep, she's a little bit spoiled. She's definitely a daddy's girl. Even though she spends a lot of time with Mama. She's still, I can't believe she's going to be 11. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. Time flies. My other kids, though, my goodness. My oldest son, I had him when I was 16. And he is 38 this year, I think. I can never remember. I give up trying to figure it out. And the youngest, Ariel, is 10. Gonna be 11. It is just crazy, crazy, crazy. They just grow up so fast. Her hair hasn't been combed in a while. So we will kind of straighten it out a little bit for her. She's always laying down on a mattress or something. And she's a Ashton Drake doll. It's the only Ashton Drake doll that I have for many reasons. And she's my first doll that I had got when I decided to get into this REBORN thing. I actually spent a year researching because I suffer from anxiety, depression, and I didn't want to live on pills, and I hated the attacks, and I wanted to find something that would help me deal with it. So I found this one lady. I don't know if she's from England or where she's from, but her video is the one I clicked on. And she has a ton of babies in her house, in a nursery, and a lot. And I'm like, wow, I wonder if that, there you go, pretty girl, see? Isn't she pretty? Oh, she's so precious now. And I'm like, wow, I wonder if this will work for me. And so I started watching different videos. And look at her, how precious. Oh, and here's her little feet. anyways, let me tell you about that. Let me set her right there right now. She's so precious, so you can look at her. And she's got half arms, whatever, which I don't like, but oh well. Anyway, I started researching and found out that they are way expensive. And I'm like, how am I going to get one of these dolls? They're so expensive. And my husband at this time was absolutely not. I'm not buying one of those. You don't need that. You know, he's supportive in what I do now. But so I looked in and started watching the rest of the year, how to reborn, painting classes, different painting techniques. I learned early on I did not want to do Genesis heat set. I'm too sensitive to stuff. I'm allergic to stuff. I just did not want to go there. So my alternative was the air dry paints, different air dry paints. And I'm like, well, before I invest money into those, why can't I use my acrylic paints I already have and just figure out what colors I need and try to do it that way. So that's what I ended up doing after watching so many videos. In Love with Reborn's 2011, Miracle Baby's Nursery, Annette over in Australia, Butterfly Kisses Nursery. Actually, I think she's down in Florida now. And several others that I just happened to come across that are using acrylic paints. And so I said, well, I think I can do this. So I went on to Bountiful Baby, and which is, the kits are still expensive. McPherson's is really expensive. I knew I couldn't buy any of theirs. So I tried Bountiful Baby. They're here in Utah. I said, well, why not buy local? You know, you live local, buy local. And they had a huge sale one day, and I think one kit was like $16. One was like less than $20, and they were all under like 20 bucks. But by the time you get the body and the rings and all that stuff, it's, you know, close to 25, 30 bucks. So I ended up with my birthday money that I would get, or I would sell something on eBay, I would get me a kit. So I ended up buying 3 kits. 2 of them I have for sale right now because I painted them, they're done, and I have them up on eBay. The 3rd one I kept. And the 4th one that I've bought, I'm working on presently because Miracle Baby's Nursery is having a new painting class. Even though I'm not using the exact paints that she's using, they're still acrylic, air dry paints. I'm using my paints, but her coloring and her technique. So I'm trying it on this new baby. So anyway, long story short, I thought this would help me. And my husband ended up getting a new job. He is a federal police officer. So he's gone long weekends. He works, I consider it, he works weekends. And so anytime he leaves, I would have these stupid anxiety things. You know, and I have Ariel. I got to take care of her. So the drug stuff was out the window because I didn't want to be sedated when I have her and I'm alone. So I thought maybe I'll just make one of these babies and just see how it goes and see what happens. So you've seen Tanner in some videos. Well, he's the newest one that I've made, and he's the one that I've kind of attached to right now. So when my husband leaves on Thursday or Friday, whatever day he leaves on, I go grab Tanner, and he's up on the bed with me every night, and all of that, and it does help. It really does, and I think it has something to do with the mothering aspect of it, maybe. When you're holding a baby, you've got to be calm, you know, and I think that's what helps with it. Well, helps me anyway. So that's how I got into the dolls. And Ariel loves them, and she's always been responsible with her stuff. So I knew that she would be okay, but I didn't want her playing with my babies, you know. So I ended up buying her several Paradise Gallery dolls. So that's when she has Eleanor, she has Bree, she has Ollie, and she has Edwin, and she has Andrew. Those are her babies. Those I consider her babies. I have not personally made her one yet, buy the kit, paint it, because she wants a reborn child. And the kits, even with them being on sale, are very, very expensive. So I've got to save up to get one for her, and she wants one so bad. And I'm hoping this year I could put enough money away, a little here, a little there, to paint one for her. And she'll always have that. If something, heaven forbid, should happen to me, she has that. Mom made this for me, So that's a goal for this year, is to try to get a kit for her, to make it for her, instead of just buying the manufactured babies. But Ari, well, we got Andrew first, and he's a Behringer doll, and we got him for Ariel for Christmas last year. It was after Christmas, but we went and got her. I wanted her to pick it out. And I played a joke, and I wrapped him up like a little baby, and all that, and posted it on Facebook, and everybody had a fit. Whose baby do you have? I didn't know you were going to have another baby. It was really funny. It wasn't funny, but it was funny. I was kind of laughing. Anyways, so we had Andrew first, but she's the first. Technically, they're not reborn dolls. They are, but they're not, they're not hand-painted by one person. They're manufactured. But Ari is our first one. And she still smells really good. Ash and Drake dolls smell really, really, really good. At least Ari does. And I think she's the Elizabeth doll. And she's just gorgeous. But Ariel's kind of attached to her when we first got her. And I just knew that I wanted to paint one of my own. So that's what I did. So there's my little story. Here's what Ari looks like. And she's very heavy. I mean, she's heavy. She's got cute little sockies on. And her little bow. So I'm going to put her over there with Emma. And lay her down. And hopefully her hair won't get messed up. Get those two girls down. Excuse me. And let's do Miss Teagan. Oh my goodness. I love her. Oh, she is so beautiful. And I didn't know how to root. And I do have the stuff to learn to root, and I've been playing around with it. I'm not real comfortable yet. I did do eyelashes on Tommy. But with her, I just painted in here, and it looks stupid. And I painted her eyebrows, which kind of were red, and I went back through them and added a little bit of black, so they looked more natural. But what I did is I took some false lashes and cut them and glued them on. Everybody thinks she looks funny, and she kind of does, but I think she looks precious. I've seen babies with long eyelashes like that, so it's not too weird for me, but she is so cute. So she's one of the first kits that I painted, and she's got some mottling on her head. She looks really good. She's kind of dark. Preemies are kind of dark, but when I painted Tommy, I didn't do him as dark. And I gave her nails. They're way too white, and I've learned not to do them so white. So Tommy's are like a cream color, like a little cream color. You can still see that, but I mean, each painting you do, you learn. And she's heavy, and he's not as heavy. And I didn't fill him as much as I did her. She's not as, I mean, she's weighted. I weighted her good. I think in her head she has one nylon thing in the back of her head, And then in her body, I think I put, oh God, I think I put 3 in there. 3 of them in there. And she has glass beads in her arms. And what I was worried about with painting them, because I didn't use the heat set paints, is to seal the paint. So very few people that paint with acrylics were forthcoming on how they seal their babies. So I just asked lots of questions. But here she is. Let me show you a little bit. Here's her little knees. They're a little red. And her bottom of her feet, there's some bluing right there. Veins. Her top of her foot, she has creases. And her skin's kind of dark. Her creases aren't that bad. They're not too bad. And this foot, the bottom of her foot, there's some bluing there. And her heel kind of looks like a little yellow right there, a little bit. And then her arms, I did a little bit of vein right here. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. And in her hand right here. And same with this one. Her elbows are kind of red. I mean, she came out really good, I thought. She came out pretty good. She's weighted. She weighs 4 pounds. 4 pounds, 5 ounces or something like that. She's kind of a big girl. And I didn't have another little dress. I was going to put her in a little teeny, like, Valentine's dress, but I don't have another one. So I have these little, it's pink and like reddish bows. And of course all the preemie clothes that you see, most all of them, the girl ones, were Ariel's. And I use them on Teagan. So I didn't think I did too bad for, you know, just learning how to paint. I mean, this being like my 3rd baby that I painted. And I think she came out. I don't have nothing to compare it to other than what you see on videos. And then, you know, you really can't tell until you put them in front of you. But I've taken her to friends' houses and, you know, have her all wrapped up and everything. And then they're like, oh my gosh, where did you get her? And I thought, I painted her. And they're like, you painted her? And it's really something to have those reactions. I haven't had a bad reaction yet. One of my friends that her first baby she lost. She was born sleeping, and she's never really gotten over it, I don't think. You know, she talks about her a lot. And I took Teagan over there. I mean, granted, her baby was a lot smaller. But as soon as she held Teagan, you know, it was automatically, you know, this. And, you know, she's like, wow. But it didn't upset, I didn't want to upset her. You know, and I told her first off when I brought her in, I said, I don't want to upset you. I don't intend, that's not my intention, but I want you to see what I have done. And she loved them. And if I ever did a baby for her, it would have to be one of those micro babies, because her baby was teeny tiny when she was born. So, but I have good reactions. My friends are okay. I have another friend right now that's going through cancer, breast cancer, and I was thinking about sending her one of my babies to help her get through the cancer. because she loved them on the videos. She's, you know, she's talked to me via Facebook Messenger and stuff, and she really likes them. And I think that it might, I don't know if it'll help her or not, but it might. But who knows? Okay, enough about sad stuff. Here is Miss Teagan. Oh, she's so precious. Pants are a little big on her, but here's Miss Teagan. Her pants are a little bit big, but that's okay. Isn't she precious? She's got the red bow. Alright, let's put her back down in her bed. Sorry, guys. Alright, so that's it for the first half and my little story time. So I hope you like it. Give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and thanks for coming and watching the videos, and we'll see you again soon.